Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the War Train here, and in today's video, I can't wait to show you guys my newest gaming pickups and something really cool I got from a good friend of mine here in the gaming community. But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you're not already subscribed, think about subscribing, guys. And if you enjoy this video, you know what to do. Please give it a thumbs up. But with that out of the way, guys, let's check out these pickups. So the first thing I want to show you guys is something from my good friend Steve Craig from Steve Craig Retro Games. Now this was actually Steve's girlfriend Leanne's idea. They both went to Southeast Game Exchange together. Originally I planned on going, a bunch of awesome channels, went there, had a blast. It would have been my birthday, you know, my 41st birthday. I was going to go there, but if you guys been following my channel for a while, you would know that I do have some heart problems, and you know, it just wasn't a good idea for me to go to this one. Not saying I won't go in the future, but this one I actually had to sit out, and believe me, it definitely hurt to do that, because I really did want to go. But they did something that just is something I'll never forget. Absolutely awesome. They got me a shirt from the GameCon Southeast Game Exchange, and had a bunch of different YouTube channels that they were hanging out with sign it. So that is just absolutely awesome. You know, just some great channels that I do watch. Some of these people are my friends on here. We have Retro Reminiscence, Pac-Man Case, Retro Rick, JLove81, NES Addict, John Riggs, Sean from 8-Bit Glitch 79, Gamer Aimer, Bandana Gamer. Let's see, we have Retro Wolf 88, Do You Nerd signed it. Let's see, we obviously have Steve Craig, and Leanne had signed it. And let's see, oh, Blips and Pips, another channel who had signed this. And there's one more here. Let's see, oh, Mr. Rightway. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that did sign this. Just, you know, really cool, and I do really appreciate this. This is actually something I will be eventually framing and putting on the wall. You know, who knows, maybe, you know, if I can make it next year, maybe I'll bring this shirt and have other people sign it. But I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone who signed this, and Steve Craig from Steve Craig Retro Games and his girlfriend Leanne for doing this for me. Something really awesome, since I wasn't able to make it, and also it would have been my 41st birthday as I would have been there had I made it. But thanks again, guys, I really do appreciate this. And they also threw in a sticker, so you can't beat that. Okay, so now with the pickups, now the last video I did was actually from the dad box, so I'm going to show you guys what I did wind up keeping out of the dad box. So I winded up picking up the NES Zapper. Like I said in that video, mine was on its last legs, so it was time for a new one. Actually, it's something that I've been planning on getting, so it was there and I needed it. So this is added now to my collection. I also did snag the PSP disc case. You know, this is an awesome item. The fact that it's still sealed, just excellent. I know who put this in there, and they had a good idea I was going to keep this. So, you know who you are. And the same person that put that in there also put this in there and knew I was going to keep this. And these are the two Nintendo Power magazines. These are two I didn't have, and I am a big fan of collecting, you know, pretty much any kind of gaming literature, magazines, books, sticker books, strategy guides. I absolutely love this stuff, and this is where some of the best artwork is hidden. You know, and a lot of people overlook this stuff. And for the games that I did wind up keeping, the first one I grabbed was Little Big Planet 2 Special Edition, a game that I did not have for the PS3. So this one was definitely one I wanted to have in my collection. Also, a great game that I have this for the Xbox 360 for the Kinect, but I wanted to have this, you know, just the regular version on a console, and that is Sonic Riders for the PS2. And if you've seen that, Dad Bod box video, these are just minty copies here, so absolutely awesome. And this and the Little Big Planet are complete. Now this next one, not complete, but still I didn't have this game for my collection and I wanted it. And that is Splinter Cell, a Blacklist for the Nintendo Wii U. I do really enjoy the Nintendo Wii U, and I'm always looking to add new games to my collection for this console. So yeah, really happy to add that stuff to my collection, guys. So moving on to the stuff that I picked up. First, I'll show you two things that I got from the thrift store. I hadn't been going in a while, just because the prices have just gone crazy by me where I go. And I did wind up going on a day where they had 50% off. So I did pick up two Wii games. The first one was a sealed game that I seen, and it was dirt cheap. So for a sealed Wii game, dirt cheap, I'm gonna pick it up pretty much no matter what it is. And this is Circus Star. Not sure how good of a game or bad of a game this is, but regardless, the fact that it was sealed, it was coming home with me. And the next one was one that actually looks like something that I would be into playing, at least checking out to see if it's any good. This looks to be a shoot 'em up game, and that is Ocean Commander. And if you can see here on the back, it does look like, a shoot 'em up where you're some kind of like, underwater submarine or whatever, some kind of submersible, but looks cool. And I had to pick this up. Unfortunately, not complete, but that's okay. The most important parts, the game and the box. All right, so now one amiibo I want to show you guys that I did pick up. And this actually completes this amiibo set, and that is the Calico Tsukino for Monster Hunter Stories 2. Now, this was the only one that I was missing for Monster Hunter Stories 2. When this game launched, I was able to find the other two amiibos on launch day at my local GameStop, but this one I was not able to find. I wasn't able to track this amiibo down anywhere near me. I couldn't find it, so before the price jumped up on this one, I actually I picked this one up online. I actually got this off Mercari. I was thinking eBay, but I got this off Mercari, and I got this for a decent price. I was thinking I paid a little more for it, but I looked it up and I actually paid less than I thought for this, and I got a decent deal on this. Honestly, I was pretty happy with where it was at, especially for a reseller market. I definitely got this at the lowest end possible. Sometimes on Mercari you can find better deals than like eBay or whatever. So really happy to finally have the third amiibo in this set. And I got a bunch of Switch games that I'm going to show you guys. Pretty much everything else now is going to be Nintendo Switch. I don't know what it is. It's just grabbing Switch games. I just love collecting for the system. Alright, so let's see. So this first one I had actually pre-ordered through Best Buy. So it finally came out, and that is Hotline Miami Collection. Really wanted to add this to the collection. I think I pre-ordered this as soon as it went up on Best Buy's site. And this has both, let's see, I want to say it might have, yeah, I think it has 2 games on it. But yeah, really freaking cool. So happy to add that. The next one I already have. I have the limited run version, and this is Blasphemous, the deluxe edition. And this has like a bunch of extra content, and it gives you little goodies inside. Really awesome game. I love the pixel art style to this game, and when I seen that they were coming out with another version, I had to pick it up. Actually, you guys in the comments were the ones that let me know about this when this first went up for pre-order. So I just want to say thank you to you guys in the comments for letting me know about this. Really cool. I was able to pre-order this right away, right after that, along with, at the time, Doom 64, the classic edition for the Nintendo Switch. So thanks again, guys. You know, that's really awesome that you guys, you know, always looking out, to be honest. Really cool. Let's see here. All right, so this next one I actually just recently got, and unfortunately they didn't have a sealed copy, so I got a GameStop new copy of this, and that is Chris Tales for the Nintendo Switch. Actually, after I picked this up, I winded up going home and I put on my Xbox to download the Microsoft Flight Simulator, and seeing this was on Xbox Games Pass, so I actually downloaded this as well and started playing it on there. This is a very unique game. I was having fun with it. You basically can see into the future and into the past and the present at the same time, and you basically do like puzzles and stuff and use that in battles to do some really unique stuff that I have never seen in any games. Like, say for instance, you know, in the beginning there's a shield. You use a character to shoot water on their shield, and then you push these people into the future so that their shield rusts. Things like that, definitely thinking outside the box, really, really unique. Another thing, poisoning somebody in the past and then pulling them to the present. So now time has moved for them, so they wind up dying from the poison. Just awesome mechanics. Like I said, thinking outside the box, I've never seen nothing like it. Really cool, unique art style. I do definitely recommend this game. It is, you know, like a turn-based kind of battling system. But really different mechanics, you know, just a really cool kind of game. Okay, so the next one here is Neo, The World Ends With You. Had to pick this up. I wish I had grabbed the first one when that was out. For a while it was on clearance. I made the mistake of not getting it. It was something I did plan on getting, but just slept on it. This time around, pretty much, I think it was day one I picked this game up. So happy to add Neo, The World Ends With You to the game collection. The next one here is one I actually got off of Limited Run site, even though it's not a limited run game. You know, it's one of their affiliates. Now Numbskull is, you know, publishing games. So I had to check this one out. The pixel art style looked absolutely awesome. This is an arcade style game right up my alley, and this is Battle Axe. This game looks fantastic. I had to pick this up. This was one I was really excited for, and it's cool to see that, you know, Numbskull's throwing their hat in the rings to publish games. On the back it does say that, you know, affiliated basically with Limited Run and stuff, so really happy to add that guy to the collection. And the next game here is a retro inspired game from the inspired from the NES days. I heard nothing but great things about this game. When I seen it was getting a physical copy, I had to get it, and that is Panzer Paladin. This game looks absolutely awesome. Just looked like a lot of freaking fun. Like I said, I heard nothing but great things about this game, so I was really happy to see that Best Buy had this on their website, so I had to go ahead and pick this guy up. And the next two, these are games that I already do own, but I have, you know, said it before, anytime I have an opportunity to pick up any Shantae games or anything, I'm gonna get them, you know, pretty much even regardless if I already have them or not, because these games just go crazy in value. It's absolutely insane, and they are just excellent games. And I got the Game Boy Color version of Shantae for the Nintendo Switch. Like I said, this is the Best Buy, you know, the different version with the variant artwork or whatever, because I do have the Limited Run only version that came straight from Limited Run, and the front cover is completely red and it does not have a black border like this. And this next one is Shantae Risky's Revenge, which also has a variant cover, you know, cover art on here. The Limited Run version is just a little bit different pose, I believe, of Shantae, and much bigger. You know, this one you see her sitting down and stuff. Well, regardless, excellent games, and just ones I wanted to get the variants to. So happy to add these to my games collection for the Switch. Now, I also seen this game at my local GameStop, and it's one of these weird games that you're not going to see this probably at a lot of places. Something you could obviously get online, but I want to say the only reason that they had this in my local GameStop is because my good buddy Dan, the manager, actually pre-ordered this for himself. So usually when somebody will pre-order something there, sometimes they'll send 2 copies. Actually, most of the time they'll do that. And he got obviously his pre-ordered copy, and this one I had seen, it was on the shelf. They already gutted it, so it's a big box game that was already open, but the contents inside, the game, the CD sealed, so that's awesome. And this is Akiba's Strip, or Akiba's Trip. I don't know how you pronounce this, as you can see, but you know, definitely, you know, just I love getting these big boxes. Pretty much any of them that I, especially if I normally don't see them, but I pretty much like any of the big boxes that they come out with for Switch, or pretty much any of the other consoles. And as you can see on the back, it does show the contents inside, the disc, art book, and the CDs that you get. This is actually a HD version of a PlayStation 2 game, from what I understand. This is the, let's see, the Hellbound and Debriefed 10th Anniversary Edition. And on the front here, you can see it's got 10th Anniversary there. It's like gold or whatever. But yeah, happy to add this one to the collection. And I didn't mind really getting this already, you know, with the outer box open, because honestly, I probably won't find this game at any other local GameStops near me. So I was like, you know what, I'll take it, whatever. And this last stuff that I did wind up getting, this is for the new Zelda game for Skyward Sword. I did pre-order this from GameStop. I got this awesome, you know, poster that did come with it. For those of you that pre-ordered it from GameStop, you know that this like little poster is just awesome. Just really, really nice quality. Obviously, here is the game. And I have already beaten this on the Nintendo Switch. This was the game that I was currently playing. Absolutely excellent version of this game. You know, definitely the definitive version of this now to play. It looks absolutely amazing on Nintendo Switch. It plays great in 60 FPS, and just the fact that you can skip through, you know, the talking or the cutscenes if you want. It really speeds the game up, especially when, you know, Fee's trying to give you directions. The fact that you can just cut her off, or you know, it's optional, you know, that she don't even have to talk at all, really speeds up the pacing of this game and just makes it the best way to play this. And like I said, this is the best looking way, especially to play this. The game looks great in HD. You know, in my opinion, the reason that this was lower on my, you know, Zelda 3D games list is just because one of the motion controls, I think, bogged it down, because it didn't even give you the option to use regular controls, which this does. And honestly, that's pretty much how I played 95% of this game. I only switched to motion controls a couple times to check it out, or just maybe it was easier to do a certain thing. I found it easier for when I, you know, had to basically dive off of a platform and soar onto another one. It was easier for me just to lean the controller down with the motion, instead of trying to do it with the buttons, because for whatever reason, anytime I would try to hit the button, I would just wind up diving, and until I got the hang of it later. But you know, earlier on I was using the motion controls for that stuff. You know, but the fact that this game was in HD, when this game came out, I was actually more disappointed that this game wasn't in HD than anything else. because this was right at the end of the Wii. The Wii U wasn't out yet for, so obviously they didn't put this on the Wii U, but it was just a big disappointment considering I was already, years deep into playing Xbox 360 and probably already PS3 for a couple years at this point. So that was a letdown. So now to finally have this the way I always wanted it, it definitely did not disappoint. And I had a blast with this game, and this game has completely went up on, how I feel about it and what I would rate this game. I absolutely had a great time playing this, guys. And, not only did I get the poster and the game, I also got the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword Joy-Cons. I actually had to send my wife out to get these for me because they would have been gone. The local GameStop only had like 3 pairs of these, and I had her go when they opened to pick these up while I was at work, so she was able to get these for me. And I also got the amiibo with Zelda and the Loftwing, which looks absolutely amazing. Now, as you can see, this is sealed. I'm not going to be opening this because I don't open the amiibos, that I get. So this will be remaining sealed. And obviously, like I said, I already beat Skyward Sword, and I had no problem playing the game without using the amiibo. I know there was a big controversy about that. Yes, it would make things a little easier just being able to scan it in and, basically have a suspend point to wherever you were and then just go to the sky or whatever and then come right back. Yeah, that would have been awesome. Would have definitely shaved down some time, but not really necessary to enjoy the game. I'd rather keep the amiibo sealed than, have that option. If I really wanted that option, I could just go on Etsy or even eBay and just buy, a little card with the, with the code on it already, so I could just scan it into the game. But like I said, not really necessary. If you can't find one of these and you really want to use that feature, that's what I would personally recommend. Just looking up one of those UFC cards that somebody made and just doing it that way. I'm sure, especially if you're just getting one, it's probably not going to be that much at all. But yeah, really happy to add this to my Zelda amiibo collection. So, had to get this right away because I knew how hard this was going to be to get. I still, at this point, have every Zelda amiibo that they released. So that is absolutely awesome. So glad to, keep that going and add this one to the collection, guys. But that was my pickups. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But I want to say thanks to everybody for watching. Thanks again, Steve and Leanne, for sending me that T-shirt and sticker. With everybody signing it that went to Siege. I really do appreciate that. But thanks again for watching, guys. I'm the War Train, and I'm out. Till next time.